mad now because now I want to write it. Now I want to write Nobody Wins. And that damn it, Alex, we don't need more ideas. We don't need more of them. Hello, everyone, and welcome to State of the Tales. If you were listening to this as a podcast, you have no idea what that intro was because you weren't here on the YouTube channel watching this live and hanging out in chat with everybody. So I'm sorry. Sometimes the things I say tonight are not going to make any sense because I'm going to be responding to chat. You guys are just going to have to deal with it. It's going to be okay. Writer's going to write, Kels. You write. There is not going to be a Vara Win spinoff yet. I mean, you never know. Like when we remix Legacy better than how Cisco remixed the Thong Song, Delvin Cox will never live that comment down. Maybe there will be more Vara Win. I don't. What do you think, guys? So when we remix Legacy, should there be more Jorgen or more Vara Win? Like who would you like if you had to pick? Like if there had to be more of somebody, would you want more Jorgen or more Vara Win? Like who would you want? Both, okay, thanks. More make damn. The violence. What is on my shirt? How am I dirty? I just took a shot. I shaved my legs for this. Like that's crazy. Okay, anyway. Pay no attention. You take that back. Jorgen never wins. Oh, this is going to be fun. You guys are great. So anyway, welcome to State of the Tales. And look at our shiny new fucking logo. Look how beautiful our logo is, you guys. How fucking gorgeous is it? Is that not fucking fire? Is that I'm telling you. Next time we do live listen parties, y'all got to come hang out. If you're just listening to this at the podcast, you're missing out. You're missing out on the fun. Even if you're an introvert, you can just sit with the other introverts because we've got them here and you can just emote because it's fucking hilarious. But yes, this is our new logo done by the amazing Contra, I will never work with another graphic designer again on logos because she's just fucking amazing. And we are blessed to work with many talented artists here at Tales. So shout out to her. We're going to have to make a couple of changes to the logo. So as much as I love Reed in that pane of glass, we can't put Reed in that pane of glass until we get somebody else to draw us character art of Reed. So we've got to kind of redo some of the images that are in the glass panes. And then we've got a version without as well. So, but it looks phenomenal. It looks great. And I think it's a great way to bring in 2020. There are puns right now concerning Mako going on in chat, and I will not repeat them in case you are listening to this as a podcast and you haven't finished Legacy, a Star Wars audio drama, which you should because it's amazing. I'm going to leave it. Y'all stop. Y'all stop being mean. Y'all stop being mean to Alex. All right, here's what we're going to talk about tonight. This is our annual recap. I think it was supposed to be a monthly recap at one point. Now it's an annual recap. It'll probably turn into like a quarterly recap. We're figuring shit out. Just bear with. But tonight I'm going to discuss what we've learned in 2023 and where we're headed as an audio drama company in 2024. And I will be looking not at you, but at my notes often because I didn't fucking memorize this. Not at all. Not at all. Y'all are the puns will never stop now, and Pixel is just so happy. So happy that she's got her little punny minions out and about here doing things. It's great. So very first, before we even get into our to-do list for tonight, I need to give a shout out to a bunch of people who have been leaving us comments over on Spotify. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but over on Spotify, they have this new feature where you can like ask listeners like what they thought of an episode. And that's something that we need to take advantage of more going into 2024 and beyond because it's a great feature that they have. But the problem is that I can't respond to anyone, which is dumb. Like people can leave us comments and I can choose to publish those comments, but I have not found a way to actually respond to the fucking comments, which is kind of asinine. Like I appreciate Spotify for giving us like this ability for people to engage more with podcast, content. I think that's a great idea. But the fact that I can't actually respond to people is crazy. I don't get it. I don't understand. So we're going to respond to you guys now. So shout out to Marvin Sampract. I hope I said your name right. Shout out to Marvin Sampract. Thank you so much. Marvin says, Lady Storm, I thought this could not get any better, but you and your crew did the damn thing. You brought a hell of a voice, and that is in comment to Legacy. Marvin, we love that you love Legacy, so thank you so much for being a listener. That is phenomenal. Marvin left us 2 comments. Earlier episodes, he commented that he was falling in love with the podcast because it's giving Star Wars an edge of sex and violence. And he is correct. Legacy is the edgelord of Star Wars. it absolutely is the edgelord of Star Wars. It is chef's kiss. More comments. This one is about Don't Look. Jake R says, this is pure campy horror fun. Love the audio effects and is pleased with the carnage. There will be more of that for Don't Look and some surprises coming soon. Eva Tomlin says, I think it was totally awesome. Keep it up, you guys. Thank you so much, Eva and Jake, for loving Don't Look. We love that you loved it, and we will be finishing up Don't Look in the first quarter of this year. Please, episode 3, Desmond Little says, love it. Keep it up. I don't know if that's supposed to be a pun. I don't know if that's supposed to be a pun or not, but Desmond, we love that you loved it. I don't know if Seth can get it up or keep it up any more than poor Seth already has, but we'll see. I know that Seth is a lady pleaser, and he will certainly try. So there you go. There you go. That episode 3. Oof. That's it. So big shout out to all the people who left us messages over on Spotify. Thank you so much. And please know that I cannot answer them. So if you actually have a question for us, the best thing for you to do is to go to our website and go to the contact page and fill out the form, or you can just email us directly, the team at talesoftheforgotten.com. We respond to all fan mail. Currently, once we start getting 1 million pieces of fan mail, we will still respond to all fan mail. Then I'll have a team of people who will respond to your mail, probably in like Vara Wynn's voice the whole time. Or maybe I'll just hire Matt to do it all the time, and he'll just respond to all fan mail as Vara Wynn, which will probably mean we'd stop getting fan mail. Marie is absolutely going to blush again. Do you think Marie ever stops blushing? I don't think Marie ever actually stops. I don't think she does. I don't. All right, let's get into it. Let's get this party started. Let's talk about 2023. So, I talked a little bit about this in my personal podcast over on Chris's Imagination. There will be a link to that down in the description. That 2023 was a hell of a fucking year. And I know that the next couple of years for the world is going to be crazy. That's one of the reasons why the arts is so important. So build community, love each other, do what you got to do. We're very open about where we stand on issues and all that, so I don't have to go into it. But kind of how we evolved was really beautiful, I think. We, in 2022, I just decided, because I am learning that I have ADHD, that I was just going to make an audio drama, because why not? And I don't remember how I got to that thought. I really, really don't, because I wrote Legacy back in like 2012. It was a while. Whenever SWOTAR came out, I don't remember when Star Wars: The Old Republic came out, but it was right around that time that I wrote Legacy. And then it just sat there, because you write your fan fiction and then you fuck off, right? And then one day I got a bug up my ass, and I was just like, sure, we'll just make it an audio drama. And then we did. And we all know the story. We know how it came out. And, at first it was just me behind the scenes, and then Hannah joined the production team. And I know that everybody can agree that as soon as Hannah jumped on board, Legacy just got better, because she has an incredible talent for sound design. I don't know if you know this, but Hannah also has an incredible eye for photography as well. She is just artistic as fuck. There is nothing that Hannah cannot do. She is highly intelligent. She's going to be the one that actually talks to the aliens when they land, because she understands languages, and she's mine, and y'all can't have her. But Hannah is just fucking amazing, and I will sing Hannah's praises all fucking day long. So everything just got better when Hannah joined the team. Just yes, please hug Hannah. Yes, absolutely. My fanfic just stays on Wattpad. Word counts. Legacy Soultar came out in oh my god, it was 2012. It was like right around 2012. Jeez, that's crazy. That's great. But yeah, no, Hannah's incredible. Hannah's been an incredible partner to have in this. And I know that we weren't, you can't always work with your partner, but she and I actually worked really well together. And there wasn't even a lot of fights or disagreement. It's mostly just us giggling gleefully about shit and her not liking it if I touch any, like if she'll do something on the soundtrack and if I change it, she gets real mad. She's like, what are you touching my shit? She's like, don't touch my shit. And that's fair. Like it's fair. It's fine. It's fine. But really, you guys, it's y'all. It's y'all in this community, and it is the community that we built from Legacy, and my utter fucking love of creative collaboration that told me, like, this is it. Like, I am a writer first. I always will be. I think writers are undervalued, like the entire arts community is, and just not given, but I am a writer first, but I love creative collaboration. Like, bro, sex is great and all, but have you ever made an audio drama? Like, I'm just asking. Like, sex is good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good. But like, have you ever wrote some shit and then had somebody voice act your shit? Like, woo! So that's just what it is. So in 2023, we formed the Tales Network. It's guys, yeah, we did this. Everything happened like at the beginning of 2023 when we were just like, yeah, we can do this. We can fucking do this. So I created a pitch deck. We built the website. Hannah and I created the Discord server. We put together this roadmap of stories in the pitch deck. And I don't know, guys, if you remember that original pitch deck, but we really thought that we were going to do all of that. Well, I thought. Let me not put Hannah on. I thought that we was going to do all of that. We got a lot done, but it wasn't all of it. Like, I've talked about this before, that my goal was to release to release regular stories, genre stories on Tuesdays, and to release sexy stories on Thursdays. And somewhere in the week, we were also going to do tabletop shows. That's what I thought. Do you understand how ADHD brains work sometimes, where you really do think that you have the capacity to somehow magically do everything right now? Like, it's crazy. Like, even when I was trying to plan out, like, you'll see it a little bit later that I've got these actual, like, not a graph, but an image of things that we want to do next year and then in 2025 and 2026. There is something inside of me that is so fucking freaked out by the thought that I can't do everything immediately. Like, it's wild. I don't know if it's the anxiety. I need more therapy. I don't know, y'all, but it's crazy. It's crazy. But eventually, I know. Thank you, Shelly. Eventually, that's really where I want us to be. I want us to be a company where we can put out 2 audio dramas a week and a tabletop show. Like, that to me is like the end goal for Tales, and not really the end goal, because eventually Tales is going to turn into a production company where we also make movies. So that's like all the future shit. So that's kind of where I want our trajectory to go. But here's where we are now, and I am incredibly proud of where we are now. Like, I am so proud. So this year, let's take a recap. We brought you Please, which was our first Tales After Dark show. Did not think that was going to hit. That hit. Tales After Dark is currently at 11,000 downloads. Incredible. I knew sex was going to sell. I knew it was going to sell. I was not convinced that a 30-minute episode of just sex was going to sell. But we got good reviews. And we're going to focus on marketing in 2024, so we'll see. But we've crossed the 10K mark for Tales, for Tales After Dark anyway, and that's fucking incredible. We produced our first musical number. Shout out to fucking Tara. It would not have been possible without Tara. We could not have done the musical number in A Fairy Tale for Adults without Tara, hands down. Tara is a dear friend. I consider Tara family. I love Tara. Tara is a wonderful fucking human being. So thank you so much for Tara, for all the hard work, beautiful work you put in to making A Fairy Tale for Adults the magical story that it is. It's so good. That was another story that I just wrote I don't fucking remember when we turned it into an audio drama. Now everybody, it's fucking people coming in telling us that we made them cry and shit. Everybody loves the teddy bear scene. Like, I fucking love it. It's great. It's great. It's so good. It's so good. So yeah, we produced our first musical number last year. We brought y'all some hilarious shit and Always Listen to Your Crazy Uncle. That wasn't even on the schedule, y'all. That was just an idea that me and Pixel had in the park. And then I just went home and wrote it up real quick. And then we had awesome people like Tiana and Tara and Lena and fucking Zoe that were just like, yeah, and Matt and, everybody that participated. So it was just fucking Adam. So that was fucking hilarious. So, and we did our first exclusive show with Vampire Beginnings, which is a completely original vampire tale. It's not based on any fandom. And it's a great fucking love story that we're going to make available to everybody in 2023. We're going to talk more about it anyway. And then we've got the sheer terror of Don't Look. We also did fucking Don't Look that we're going to finish this year. So we accomplished a crazy amount for how fucked up poor Pixel and I have been all of last year. Like, when I actually sit there now today and like just look at everything that we've accomplished, I'm like, we didn't do too bad. We didn't do too bad. We did. Yes, Kels played a terrible fucking mom. Best mom ever. Listen. Y'all don't understand how the things that you say live rent free in me and Hannah's mind. Like we quote y'all damn near daily. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, fucking we'll just be sitting here and one of us will be like, shit. And it's just in Kel's voice. Like, y'all live rent free in our fucking heads all the time. So, oh my God, we love you. You no idea how much we love y'all. We be talking about y'all all the time. So I hope you feel the good juju when we talk about how much we love y'all. So we made a bunch of new voice actor friends, and some of y'all, I could tell that you really love creating with us, and that makes me so fucking happy. I feel like every audio drama show has that group of that core group of VAs that they just love working with and who just love working with them, and now we have that, and that just makes me so hype, and I just want to do all the things all the time. It doesn't help my little ADHD brain at all. So you can always expect to hear familiar faces in Tales shows. Especially now that y'all are filling out that roster and y'all are telling me what y'all want to play. Why are y'all so angry? I know. That was I feel like I've got to move the serial killer story up on the production schedule now because way too many of y'all want to play an unhinged villain. And I feel like there is like a deep message there. I feel like there's a message there. So, yes, and I am also incredibly excited as well about all the amazing new voice actors that we will find in 2024 that will fall in love with this community the way some of y'all have. So, hello, welcome. We cannot wait to work with you. We're fun. We're so fun. So much fun. You have no idea how much fun we are. Okay. Let's talk the lessons. Villains do have more fun. Villains do. Pixel might act, yeah, but listen, I don't want to, I'm not going to put that out there, but I'm just saying that if, one day you just see us driving by in the middle of the night going out into the forest, mind your business. That's all I'm saying. Just mind your business. Mind your business. Okay. So let's talk business and tough lessons that I've learned in 2023. So if you are an aspiring audio drama creator, I made so many mistakes in 2023, and I want to discuss those so others can avoid the pitfalls. And I also want to say as well that I have an incredible amount to learn about all this and how we're going to do things. And I am very excited about doing that. So for us, 2024 is also going to be a year of kind of slowing down. Now that last year we're like, yeah, we love this and this is what we want to do. Like this is the job for us. This isn't the hobby. This is the job. So now it's going to be a matter of us figuring out how to make it that. And I'm very excited for that. But I've got a lot to learn. So especially if you're a neurodivergent creator, know where your strengths and weaknesses are. And I encourage you to pause and make that plan and try and find team members to fill the gaps. That's going to be really important for us this year is, kind of sitting down and figuring out, what Pixel and I are really great at, what we're not really great at, what we're going to have to juggle until we can get help, and what we can get help with now, even if it's on a volunteer basis. So it's going to be really important for us to have that process and those systems in place, especially as we grow. Because I was literally just thinking, like, say Mark Hamill found Legacy, like, tomorrow, and retweeted it out to all his followers, and 2,000 people suddenly joined the Discord. We're not ready for that. I don't have the moderators for that. I don't have any kind of systems in place to handle a sudden influx of, like, 2,000 people that just happens because somebody famous finds Legacy. You see what I'm saying? So, and I want that. Obviously you want, you know what I'm saying? But that's the kind of level of the success that we want to get to. So if you know that you want to do this and it's something that you want to pursue as like a thing, then get those systems in place now. I am such a proponent of having a plan A, B, and C, because plan A never works, and you'll probably go to plan B, but it's probably going to be fancy. You know what I'm saying? So always just have all that in place. Have all that in place. I know it really pissed me off last year that we had deadlines that we missed. I cannot tell you how much I hate that. Hannah can tell you it shit keeps me up at night. I'm not even kidding. I've had to have some hard conversations with our voice actors because I expected things to happen that didn't. And then I had to go back to them and apologize for my mouth writing a check that I could not cash. And that gives me anxiety. It still gives me anxiety every day. I hate it. So just have that plan. When you start from a fan project and you want to turn this into a full-time job, I think that you have to have big ideas and ambition, but I also think that you have to remember that it takes, on average, a small business 2 to 3 years to become profitable. And that's for like your typical small business. I suspect that if I did research for a business like ours, it probably takes even longer to turn a profit. So I don't say that to discourage, but I do say that for people to just kind of understand what it's going to be. So, let's talk money. Okay. And I'm going to talk money just because I want to share it, not because I want to make anybody feel bad. I want people to understand that however you have supported Tales this year, you matter, and it is incredibly valuable. And I'll be breaking that down as well. But I want to talk about it because people don't, and I just want to be open and honest about things. So in year one, so that's last year, we made about $975, which is nothing to fucking sneeze at. I'm incredibly proud of that because some people don't make no money. We made that. It does not put us anywhere near in the green. We are bleeding like Vera Wynn. Sorry. It doesn't put us anywhere in the green. So breaking that down too, and I want to talk about numbers. So I said that like 11,000 people have listened to Tales After Dark. Legacy currently sits at 236,000 downloads. I would love for us to get to 500,000 this year, but we're going to have to do some marketing. We'll talk more about that later. A combination of Don't Look, Fairy Tale, Crazy Uncle, that's all on our kind of main Tales feed. That has cleared 1,000 downloads. So like overall, we could say we're sitting at 250,000 downloads across all of our shows. 6 people have signed up for our membership. And I want to thank them. I love them. But out of all those people that know about us, 6. Okay, so just people understand like the numbers and how that works. When it comes to advertising, Legacy is currently the only show where we can run programmatic. I have such a hard time saying this word, but it's like program ads, and you've heard them. If you've ever listened to any podcast on Spotify, it's those random ads that you fucking hear. But Legacy has the numbers that we can run that. We only make anywhere from $20 to $30 a month from those ads, and Legacy is currently the only show that we can run those on with our platform. Okay. So let's talk about the membership as well. So 6 people signed up for a membership this year. 3 of those people I would consider are great friends of Hannah and mine. And they count. So I don't want to think that they don't count. They absolutely count. But I want people to understand that when you're an indie, we have to work twice as hard as Netflix, as HBO, and all those. You know, when it comes to the financial support, people will support people that they love. So as creators, we have to find a way to get people from fans to super fans when it comes to financial support. That's really, really important, okay? Your people will listen to it And if it's great, they will support you in other ways. And that is just as important because you need those download numbers. You need people telling their friends. You need people talking about it on Twitter. You need people in your Discord. So they are absolutely all important. You need that. But it's hard to get people from fan status to super fan status. So just plan for that as an audio drama creator, okay? Some of the ways that we are working on that is we are figuring out, and I had this conversation, we have a group of creators, me, myself, Gerald, Kels, Tara, I think Delvin's in the group as well, that we have like these monthly meetings where we get together and we talk business and we vent, and it's wonderful. It's great. But I was talking about this as well, is we are trying to figure out how we get people to go from podcast into our community, because that's what happens, right? People listen to your podcast and they fuck off. We don't want that. You want people to listen to your podcast and then come and chill in your community. And we need to find ways to get more people to do that. It might just be a numbers game. It might just be a numbers thing. It might just be we just have to reach more people. But I also think that there are things that we can do to help that. Pod News today, I don't know if you guys are following it, but audio dramas creators do. They had a good and useful tip that I want people to think about, especially if you want to go into this, that audio is a multitasking medium. And there's a drawback to that. The complementary nature of audio means you are rarely in sharing mode when consuming. Someone is not going to stop their workout when they have the urge to share something right after they've heard it. And then by the time they finish the workout, they have moved on to something else and they have forgotten it. And that's really important because how many of your listeners are commuting or listening while they're in a workout? So how do we get them from the end of the show to where we want them to be? So we've got a ton of ideas of how to do that, but I will say that you want to make the process easy. Whatever it is, you know how busy you are during the day. You know what you have time for and what you don't have the mental bandwidth for. If you want someone to do something, this is why calls to actions on websites are so important. Make it fucking easy for them to do. I think our live listen parties are some of the most powerful things that we do. I love our live listen parties, and I know that other people love our live listen parties. Matthew actually wrote a beautiful comment in our Twitter group last night when he was talking about how much he missed those. I think they're great ideas. I wish more audio drama creators would do them. So now it's also a matter of us of figuring out how we can take this wonderful thing that we do that I think a lot of people would have fun, and us figuring out how we can leverage that to get more people to come join our community. Because once we get people in the community, that's how you turn people into the super fans. So y'all see how there's levels to this? Y'all see where we're going? So that's where we're trying to figure things out. What else? So listen, if you want to jump into this, do it. Please do it. There are so many other different audio drama creators that we can learn from. Fool and Scholar are one. I know that there are a bunch of others like the amazing Ella Watts, who I always fangirl over because she's incredible. She ran some stuff over in London that I couldn't go to because it was only in London and I was so mad about it. But there are a lot of people that we can learn from and emulate. And I want to do a lot more of that this year, just kind of studying and learning and figuring out how people are doing things, because we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We just have to figure out what works for us. Where we at? Where we at my notes? Let's see. It's not going to be farther down. We will also be releasing in 2024 another way to kind of get people to pull people into our awesome is going to be a newsletter. Email marketing is still the most powerful form of marketing. All the marketing experts say, and we got to listen to them because that's what they do. So, and it's crazy to me too, because you get so many fucking emails that you just don't fucking read. I would stress y'all out if I told you how many unread emails I have right now. So we have a whole that I already wrote up the format of how we're going to use our newsletter to make it something that people actually consume. So I'm not going to share all the details of that. I kind of just want to tweak a couple of more things, and then we're going to put it out. But we started to put it together last year, and it's going to be something that we implement this year. But our newsletter, just the way our fucking shows are, is going to be this very unique thing that ties into kind of our vibe and our great storytelling. So it'll be something that you are excited to get and you want to fucking read. It's not just bogged down with somebody trying to, and y'all won't get it every day. I swear to God, the people who email you every day, I just be like, it's too much. It's too much. Bro, I ain't read your first email. I sure as fuck have not read the 30 that you have sent me every day for the last month. And now I've just unsubscribed and just deleted all your emails. So, but it works, y'all. And so do pop-ups, apparently. There will never be a fucking pop-up on the Tales website. I do not give a fuck because they annoy the shit out of me. But some of the shit works. So, like I said, don't reinvent the wheel when you're trying to figure out how to get your super fans. That's some of the shit that works. I know, Tara, I know. But we have good ideas for the newsletter, not bad ones. So when y'all sign up for our newsletter, you will love it. And if you don't love it, you have to tell us what sucks so we can fix it. Because there's no point in me sending an email that my fellow neurodivergent people aren't going to fucking read. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. So let's talk 24. Let's talk 2024. Let's get excited. Okay. So first, we're going to finish up Don't Look. That's first on our schedule. And then we are going to let you guys have Vampire Beginnings. For the fans that are not hanging out with us in Discord, it's going to probably look like that we're really quiet, but we're not. There's a lot of work that Pixel and I have to do behind the scenes. So our goal for the first quarter is to nail down our production schedule for 2024, 2025, 2026. We are going to hit marketing hard. We already have shows that I think are fucking awesome. I think they can stand up next to any audio drama out there. And so we're going to hit up marketing and cross promotion. We've also got to get very clear about where we need help, what we can realistically accomplish, and then what our plan of operation is going to be if we can't afford to fill in the gaps. So we've just got to be really clear about where we are and where we're going and how to get there. Because 2023, we was kind of just doing shit and it worked, but it wasn't, it was stressful. It was kind of unnecessarily stressful. So we're also going to be making some big changes to our membership, and here's why. I love our shows. I love them, and I want everybody to hear them. So this is presenting a very big business conundrum because we have to figure clever ways to make money. And I'm trying to figure out what to do about exclusive content because I don't want to lock our content behind a membership, but I also want to give something to people who support us financially. So I have to figure that out. That is my conundrum. That is literally like my problem. I look at Fool and Scholar's model, and I mentioned them because they've done the White Vault. They've currently got like 2,448 paid members on their Patreon, which is incredible, which is great. And it's letting them do an incredible amount of stuff. But so much of their content now is locked behind that paywall, and only 2,000 people are hearing it. I'm like, or I could not lock our content behind a paywall and 2 million people could hear it. Like, you see where my thought process is? Also, again, I just be loving our stories, and I just want everybody else to hear the stories because I love the stories. So is a problem. So we're trying to figure out. So I have to figure out clever ways for us to succeed as a business. So obviously, ad revenue is one. And ad-free shows. That's an easy way for us to do this. And that's when I say that every member of your kind of funnel is important because the people who are consuming count to your downloads. And you got to have really high fucking download numbers to make it easier for yourself to sell your own ad slot, which is where the money is. So you can sell pre-roll, mid-roll, and end-roll slots. And if you can get yourself a sponsor who will pay you per 1,000 downloads at your rate, that's where you can make an incredible amount of money. So those, people consuming your content is so important. So we've already got a rate sheet. We've got that. Shout out to Alex who made that shit all pretty for us. So that's why us doing a lot of cross promotion, and marketing is going to be really important for us in 2024. So drops, I don't know if you guys know what drops are, but drops are when you reach out to a podcast creator and you say, hey, give me your first episode. I'll send you my first episode, and then you play your episode on mine and vice versa. And that's another way for you guys to cross promote. I have a list of like 1,000 fucking shows that are open to cross promotion. It was put together by the amazing folks over in the Audio Drama Lab Discord, which sadly got closed down. But I have this fucking Google document. So it's just a matter of us, again, when we figure out our plan, figuring out how we're going to tackle that and reach out to people. Red Circle, where we host our podcast, also has a great feature where you can, it's a cross promotion tab, and you can literally just go in there and see shows that have the same download numbers as yours and are open to cross promotion. Like that easy. So these are like things that we can just take advantage of now. There are also other big things that we can do. Every single story that we have, I could turn into a book. I could literally write up into a novel, and some are already fucking done. I can also turn them into audiobooks. All we got to do is take out the sound effects, and it's a fucking, like Fairy Tale. We could turn into a fucking audiobook that we released over Christmas. Don't Look is a horror story. It's an audio. We turned into an audiobook that got released. You know what I'm saying? So these are also creative ways that we can make money off of our intellectual property. So there's a lot of, I had the ideas. I need to come up with a plan of execution, and then we need to figure out how to do that plan. But I am someone who knows how powerful your intellectual property is and all the different things that you can do with it. And I'm very excited about that. So it's just a matter of us kind of prioritizing and finding what time we have for each, and kind of just having a stronger marketing plan around the release of our shows and all that kind of stuff. What else? We talked about the newsletter, and we talked about the funnel and the process that we want to have in place. So we need to know what we want to do with folks once they stop listening to our shows. How do we keep pulling them deeper and deeper and deeper into how awesome we are? Like, oh, you got done listening to Don't Look? Don't you want to listen to, that kind of shit? We got to figure that out. We definitely have to figure that out as well. And I also need to figure out how we can target more women, especially in the Star Wars fandom. I feel like there's an incredible opportunity here. Not that I want to capitalize on bullshit, but I just want to let people know that there's this story here that was written for women. I love that all the men love it. I'm not saying that, but especially there's been a lot of stupid shit that's been happening in the Star Wars community lately. I don't know who's noticed, but a fucking asshole says some dumb shit, which he always does, that women aren't in Star Wars. I know it's 2024. We're still having that conversation that women don't like Star Wars, that we just don't like, we don't know nothing about no Star Wars. Like we don't do Star Wars, cause we're women. It's a dude thing. Larissa will kill him. Anyway, but it's a great opportunity for us to jump in the conversation and be like, hey, have you heard about Legacy? Hey, have you heard about Legacy? So it's things we've gotta figure out how to target female fandom harder and how to bring them into our awesome circle too. We love you fellas. We're not trying to leave you out. It's not pie. There's space for everybody, but we're just trying to bring more women in, because even when I look at the demographics for Legacy, it's being shown mostly to men, because Legacy is 1,000% word of mouth. Legacy is living off of the fact that people are listening to it and finding it because it's Star Wars, right? So we don't have to do a lot of marketing for Legacy to kind of just continually sustain itself, because it's fucking Star Wars, right? That's why I see what the downloads numbers are with some of our other shows. I know why Tales After Dark hit $11,000, because it's fucking sexy. Like, so you know where you got to do the work and where you don't have to do the work. But like 89% of our Legacy demographic are guys. It's guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. It speaks to how awesome Legacy is that we still have a 4.1 review rating, because I've just been waiting for us to get review bombed, especially because, I say frack and I, do whatever the fuck I want. But I love it. I love that they love it. But I would love to see those numbers be more even, because women also love Star Wars and they just love good stories. So how do we find them and how do we tell them about Legacy, Correct, Shelly. We are trying to add women, not some guys. We love you. You're always welcome. Especially all our dudes are. We love all our dudes are awesome. So all of our men's, y'all are great. We want more women's. We needs more. We just need to figure out how to get everybody up in here. So yeah. So I will be revising our pitch deck and our presentation because I would love it if some woman with deep pockets wanted to be our sugar mama. That would be dope. I wouldn't say no to that. That'd be great. So I'll be revising that. Alex gave me some great notes. We will be getting rid of some of the production channels in the Discord, and we will be making some steps to make Discord, just doing some general cleanup, looking at what the process is when people join the Discord. We will be looking to add to our moderator team to come up with rules for moderators and a process for that, because I just want us to be ready, because inevitably somebody is going to find our shows, realize how awesome they are, and we're going to blow up like old gods of Appalachia. That is inevitable. I think all of us know that there is something special here, and it's not me being arrogant. There is just something special here, and I just want us to be ready when inevitably our quiet little Discord blows up. So we've got to start putting those processes in place now. We're going to be getting rid of some of the production channels, and this just applies to voice actors, because I want to respect that I know voice actors are in too many fucking Discords. I'm in too many fucking Discords. Some of these Discords do not understand that we are in so many different Discords, and as soon as I go into a Discord, I mute that motherfucker. So I put out a Tales. We've got a Tales roster now for our voice actors. They've got till the end of the month to fill it out. If you are listening to this and you would like to get on our Tales roster, this is an internal roster. It is for us alone. We will always offer roles to the people on our roster first. And if we cannot cast from our little group of awesome VAs, we will then throw out the wider net and find new friends. So there will be a link for that down in the show description. I will be revising our website as well. Alex gave me notes about that like 18 fucking months ago. We've been busy. But I have a bunch of notes I have started. So we've got a lot of website cleanup to do. Like I said, we're going to be figuring out what we're going to do with the membership. I still want to have one. Definitely have ad-free shows. Definitely maybe have some behind the scenes and blooper stuff. And then I just need to figure out what we're going to do with that. So board members, that would be a great conversation for us to have, over the next month, is for us to kind of really discuss like what to do about our membership and how we want to approach that going into 2024, and how we can love and honor on those people who have supported us. Because I think thank you so much. Thank you so much for being super fans. So I still have to figure that out. I don't know what to do yet. Let's talk about shows coming up in 2024. You want to get on the roster, Mike? Tails is going woke. Fire up. Yo, we are so woke. You do not even know, bro. You do not even know. So this is what we did, y'all. Look, it's so exciting. This is what we did. This is the prophecy of the Tales. I was looking at this, and me and Pixel created this like back at the end of 2022, 2023. And I didn't realize that we'd done so much last year. So we did Don't Look. We got Please done. We got a Fairy Tale for Adults done. And we did that vampire shit, bro. We finishing. So Don't Look and Vampire, we're finishing up, but we did that shit. I'm so proud of us. Like, we did that shit, y'all. Look at that. That's so incredible. We need to find out what y'all's favorite show of, I should be getting ideas. We need to find out what y'all's favorite show of 2024 was. Okay. So here's what's coming up for 2024. So our big one is going to be Snarky. I have mixed, here's what, listen. Pixel is going to like come out here and punch me. Here's why I have mixed feelings about Snarky. Snarky are two novels that I wrote back in 2008. 2008 is these are my first books. Were written for me. My first step into the indie publishing world. They were how I made sense of the world. It is a very personal story. It is at times, problematic story. It is not a problematic story. Some of the characters are problematic. But I feel like now is the time, especially given the current state of affairs, And because Snarky is one of those stories, when people are done with it, what I hope they take away from it is a desire to change things and to not feel like the problem is too big. That is ultimately it. Like, at its core, Snarky is a love story for us to take our power back and do something, whatever that something means. So the big thing that we do in 2024 is going to be Snarky, and it's going to be about as long as Legacy is, and as ridiculous as Legacy is, with like cast of characters and shit, which means I've got to really get the scripts converted and put up a production schedule for it and figure out which characters we actually need, what characters have to go, and how the fuck we're going to afford it. So that's coming up. I want to do at least one Tales After Dark story in 2024, whether that be daddy as fuck or, listen, I have discovered that, I knew this. I like writing the sexy shit. I like writing ridiculous Bridgerton bodice ripper shit. I love that fucking shit. Don't at me. I love that shit. So there will be another Tales After Dark story. I'm not sure which one. I gotta write it. I know Adam is always down for stuff, so we'll see. We'll see. I have a Dragon Age fan fiction that is complete. It's not that long. I think it would be a good idea for us to release it. I actually have a couple of Dragon Age. I have a bigger one that's not going to be this year because I'm not done writing it. But what she didn't know she wanted is done and would not be a whole lot of work to convert into a script. And then we could pull the Dragon Age fandom into our awesome. So I would like to do that this year. And then, of course, we got to figure out what we're going to do about our exclusive shows and our super short stories that we are doing for the newsletter. You guys haven't heard them yet unless you've been in our membership. Our membership people, our keepers of the tales, have heard them, and I hope you guys have liked them. And those are little just 2 to 5 minute stories. Tara gave me one I want to do. Pixel has one they want to do. Those are very, very easy to create. They are not production intensive. And they're going to be tied to our newsletter and probably membership. So, and I don't mind making those shows. Like, if you want to hear them, get on our mailing list or like sign up for, so I've got to figure that. But those are really fun. We've gotten 2 already done, Basement Clutter and, babe, what was the sad one called? I don't remember. There's two. That fucked back to life by her 3-part. But she was, though, Kels. Okay, she was. But that's what we want to accomplish this year. Snarky will be the big thing, and then everything else is kind of, thank you, Shelly. I'm glad you have to go. Thank you, babe. You have to go. So that's that. And then we have, future shows. Listen. I don't want anybody to worry. What I am not going to run out of is ideas. This isn't everything. There's Witches versus Cyborgs. I just got a story idea called The Other. I've always wanted to do a retelling of King Arthur. There's Snarky Book 3. I've written that twice. I have probably 2. I have a lot. I have like 50 pages. No, more. I probably have 100 pages of 2 kind of stories that build off of Snarky. Look, we're never going to run out of story ideas. We're never. It's not going to be a problem. There's so many. There's fucking Gerald. I haven't forgotten that idea that you and I discussed, that thing that you wanted me to write. I haven't forgotten about it. It lives rent free in my head. I'll be thinking about the shit I got to write, and I'll be like, oh yeah, Gerald gave me that idea for that shit he wants to play. So I got to write that shit too. Like, I don't run out of ideas. Like, they will always fucking be ideas. So there's her story, which I want to do. I want to do it. That is kind of like legacy, and that I be loving Dragon Age as much as I be loving Star Wars, and I love her story, but it's not done, so I'm not trying to push it because it's not done. Obviously, there's gonna be more vampire shit. I am so excited about this vampire story I have in my head. Like, that's the one that, like, really like her story and more vampire shit. I am so excited about, but I gotta write it. I still want to do some female Expendables, because how is there not but a female Expendable show? Like, that's crazy. clearly now I gotta write a serial killer story because all my voice actors want to be fucking serial killers. I'm not mad about it. I think that's great. I can't wait. So I gotta fucking write that now. I'm co-authoring a book with my great friend Liz. We writing that shit. So I gotta get on meds, y'all. Seriously, the brain. And then y'all be wanting more legacies. So I gotta write more Star Wars. And I also have an idea for an original Star Wars tale that's not even legacy. That's just something else completely. So we not running out of ideas. Y'all ain't gotta worry about that. I don't know if y'all was concerned. That's not a problem. It's just, when can we do it? That's our only problem. When? When the fuck can we do this? Dead by Daylight, all this shit. Maybe I should write a Dead by Day. You see what I'm saying? Then Matt just comes in here and just writes shit. And now I'm like, ooh, I could do that too. See what I'm saying? Y'all are assholes. Yeah, I need meds, Shelly. I do. You want to be one of the female Expendables? You could probably be in it. You could maybe be in it. That's a thing. That's a thing. So that's it. That's where we are. So this year, again, like I said, it's going to be us slowing down. It's going to be us figuring things out. And then hopefully, as we continue to build on the foundations that we have, I would love it if in 2025 and 2026, we were doing what I want us to do with the 2 shows and the tabletop. I mean, because I want to do tabletop shows badly. Like, I really want to do some fucking tabletop shows. And we just don't want to do tabletop shows. We have the idea that we're going to do the tabletop shows, but then we're going to convert the show into an audio drama to get people to listen. So that's going to require a lot of post-production work, though, because I got to get rid of all the OOC questions and that kind of stuff. But I think it would be a really fun idea, especially because we're all fucking so creative and we love storytelling. And the tabletop that we've played, the stories are fucking wonderful. We still be talking about it, and they're just so fun. So we do not want for ideas. It is literally a matter of plan, execution, and seeing what we can accomplish, and how we can turn this into a profitable thing. Because that's absolutely. I could go on a whole rant about how much it makes me angry of people having to work jobs that they hate to do the thing that they love. I am over that. So we've got to figure that part out. We definitely have to figure that part out, because I also want Tales to be a place where people are like, yeah, we work at Tales part-time. That's one of our line items in our budget is the money we make from Tales. So I want us to be that space. And I think it's incredibly important for us to be that space now, especially with what's going on in the arts. But I don't want to talk about that because it's just going to make me mad, and I'm happy thinking about shows. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. We're trying to figure things out. So I want to say thank you to everyone who has hung out with us tonight and is listening to this podcast. If you have some commentary you want to give us, if you are somebody who would love to help us behind the scenes, it would more than likely be on a volunteer basis. And I will be putting together a list. Like I said, that's my first quarter goals this year is to get organized and stuff. So if you're somebody who would love to kind of help us behind the scenes and we don't know you, and you're like, hey, I love you guys. I've been lurking. I'm an introvert. That's fine. We love our introverts and we love our lurkers. You guys are just as important and we love you. You can just shoot us an email, theteam@talesoftheforgotten.com. You can go to our website and use the contact form. But we've got a lot of awesome things planned. I've still got a lot to learn. I want to thank everyone, especially my voice actors, so much for working with us this year. You guys are incredible. It is an honor to know you and to get to create stories with you. You guys are just, I love y'all. We love y'all. We love this process. We love what we do. And we just can't wait to tell more stories because that's just fun. Like, this is fun, right? Like, y'all love listening. We love making them. It's just fucking fun. So that is where we are at. Do we have any questions from chat? Is there anything I didn't cover that you guys want me to cover? Do you guys have any questions about everything? What's up? Kels, girl saying we got to write these books. We got to write these books. You had fun dying? I love that you had fun dying, Mike. I could tell you. Listen, Mike, you've got a great voice. You have a great voice. I would be happy to put you in more stuff. We got to get you a better mic, though. Part 2 of the holiday special comes out Tuesday. So we have another live listen party scheduled on the 16th. I will create an event tomorrow and put times up. I was trying to see what time Bun could be available. Bun's, I think she's in fucking Germany right now. So it's always hard for Bun to come to shows. So I reached out to her and I asked her like what time she would be available, but I don't think she's going to be able to come, unfortunately, because I would love it if Bun was there. So I'll just have to put up a time for it. But it's coming out Tuesday the 16th. Tuesday. This is Connor's I provide final literary classes at the Theater for the Arts. Yeah, Alex, do it. Do it. I mean, that would be incredible. Yes. Financial, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Financial literacy and marketing. I'm telling you. I feel like it's a thing that if you're highly creative, you suck at marketing. Was that close, Shelly? Was that close? Okay, that's okay. She probably don't want to put her business out on the internet anyway. So I was wrong. She's not there. Ha ha. I'm not telling you where she is. Yeah, we've also got Beyond the Tales. That's an idea that we have that I'm gonna try to figure out how to do. We got it. Don't worry. We got the visionary is here. Has checked in. That is not our problem. That is not. The visionary is here. Facts, just buy my stuff, please. Facts. I got you. I will listen. And then, you know what? I would love to find a way for us to support you as well. So I be thinking that we need to put a little section on the website for like our sponsors. So we have links to y'all's books, creative things that you do. Pixel has a store. This is actually what Pixel wants to do. In addition to her being an amazing linguist, who's going to be running around the fucking world like reviving dead languages while I'm just over here, you know, fucking in my little sandbox making Play-Doh and Legos and making movies and shit. She's going to be like, I don't know, like doing like some the arts are important. They are. I'm just saying that what my wife does is like so smart and it's incredible. But Pixel has a fucking store. We need to fucking advertise that. I'm also a web designer. If anybody here is good at lead generation, if you know what I mean when I say the words lead generation, please call me. Trust me when I say that if I could get 2 to 3 web design clients a month at my current price point, which I am currently absolutely worth because I am excellent at what I do, the financials would not be a problem. But who sucks at lead gen? That's me. That's me. How can we get beyond the dead by tales? Ooh, hang on, I'm gonna write that. Dead by tales. Now I have an idea. Thanks, Matt. Thanks. Another story. Thanks. Appreciate you. Thanks. Just wrote that down. Thanks. Thanks. I'm gonna kill Varowin twice. Oh wait, that wasn't even Varowin. That was Mike. All right, that's fine. I'll kill Mike again. Write another story and kill Mike. Another one. I know. Kels, they don't stop. Do your people stop talking to you? Because they don't start fucking talking to me. It just never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Yeah, it doesn't stop. All right, well, if y'all don't have any questions, I'm going to go get some wine. I'm going to enjoy this new moon. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Please rest. Please do what y'all need to do. It is crazy out there. Please build communities and love each other. All that good stuff. If y'all have any questions for us, we will be in the Discord as always. Like I said, if you want to help us out with some of the behind the scenes work, please message us in Discord and or shoot us an email to theteam@talesoftheforgotten.com. And yeah, we'll be reaching out to some of y'all. For real. You can do it, Kels. We got this. Pixel involved in a Dead by Daylight project. I know. One day, Matt, she's actually going to play Dead by Daylight with you. You're going to be shocked. Shelly, I love your fucking face. I love all you guys' fucking faces. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. If you are in the podcast channel, thank you so much for listening. We love you. We cannot wait for you to tell more stories with you. So don't look. It's going to be first, then Vampire. Then there will probably be some silence as we work on Synarchy because that's our big one. And then we will get to the other stuff as we can. We planning. We plotting. And if you want to hang out with fun people while that's happening, come hang out in Discord. Link down in the description. All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Hope you learned something. Bye.